Just 2 hours away from the 96th Academy Awards.
And our Marcus Allen has been out in Southern California all weekend long ahead of this big night.
Yeah, live from the red carpet. It's red again this year. Hey, Mark, the night is finally here. How's it feel?
It feels energetic. I mean, having gone through the pandemic and watched this slowly build back up to what it used to be, let me just tell you, it's back and it's better than ever. First of all, if I get out of the way, you'll see splotches of red carpet. The carpet is red this year. Last year, they made it champagne because some of the artistic producers said that's more calming. It wasn't calm at all. All anybody was doing was yelling about that champagne carpet. But now it's glorious. The stars are indeed stepping off to the red carpet. Hey, this just in, I'm being told the mothership has arrived. Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig have just started down there, so coming up in a few minutes, I'm going to be talking to them. In the meantime, just look, it's like pretty much a bottleneck on the red carpet. When this happens, I do the next best thing. I talk to somebody talking to people on the red carpet. Miss, if you would introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. Daniela Ganosa with Univision here.
I've known her for about 25 years.
25. So
she started when she was 3.
Exactly.
Who are you most excited about? You've covered a few of these. What's the hype this year?
Greta Gerwig is not nominated, but she is the one.
Right. No matter what happens, she will be the star.
No matter what happens, you know, everybody wants to interview her. Definitely. She's made history.
And did we have this discussion before? Did I tell you what to say?
No, but we look, well, you know, that's why we do what we do. We think alike.
Do you know where Greta Gerwig is from? Hometown?
No.
Sacramento. You just played to the hometown crowd.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Okay, well, you know, I didn't know. I didn't know this was for Sacramento.
Right on.
But you know what? Hats off, Sacramento.
If I talk to the right person, it's there. So she's my hype woman, hyping up the crowd. Greta Gerwig, Margot Robbie, and Ryan Gosling coming down. He took extensive lessons to make sure that he beaches well tonight. He is going to beach the best on that stage tonight. I heard people going, I wonder if he's going to be able to pull off the dancing. Are you kidding me? Did you not see him in La La Land? Where were you? And then also, he did grow up as a Disney kid, so the kid's no stranger to a few tap lessons. He's going to do just fine on that stage tonight. I'm going to step out of the way and just show you some of the beauty that is a Hollywood bottleneck. The average actress spends about $10 million for her look tonight. Margot Robbie, exactly. You guys got any questions, comments, concerns?
Hey, Mark, yeah, I've got a question for you because, okay, of course you make friends there on the media line each year, but you've also been in this industry for quite some time, and I don't think it's any surprise to say that this decade got off to a pretty difficult start for Hollywood. With COVID and the strikes happening in succession there. So does this event feel like a return to normalcy? And are there high hopes for what Hollywood can achieve in the years to come?
I think so. I mean, the pandemic is one thing, but long before that, we were talking about equality and diversity and giving everybody a shot. And like, it really, if you look out, you're going to see that represented tonight, both in the nominations. 33% of the nominees are women. That's a good start, and that's up from last year. So I like seeing that happening. So yeah, I think you're going to see some great things. And Luke, you know, I'm just trying to represent the University of Illinois, which is where I believe you went to college.
Yeah, that's right.
And I stand on the shoulders of Roger Ebert, the greatest film critic of all time, who graduated pretty much at the same time you did. Well,
yeah.
Maybe a century before. Back to you.
When my parents watch this, I know that they'll appreciate that. Mark's got the pandering down.
And Mark, I got a question for you. So many categories tonight, all eyes will be on. So many categories tonight that all eyes will be on. Tell us what category you're looking forward to the most.
Look, I think Oppenheimer is going to win. I think Oppenheimer might actually make history with 13. Hold on, they're yelling. Who are we yelling for?
Eva Longoria.
Oh, we missed Eva Longoria, but anyway, so she's back there. I think Oppenheimer is going to do quite well tonight, if not make history. Cillian Murphy, if he wins, he's going to be the very first Irish person ever to win in that category. So we'll see history that made. Lily Gladstone is going to win. That'll be the first Indigenous person ever to win in that category. But what I'm most looking forward to tonight, despite the fact that I've told you for 6 weeks Oppenheimer is going to win, is for Barbie to upset. That would be my greatest hope, my greatest joy. Back to you.
Check
me in about 30 minutes, will you?
Yeah, we'll do, because you got to get Greta Gerwig, or we're not going back to you until you do. Mark S. Allen, thank you. We'll see you again later in the show.